Until now, we have focused more on the aspect of principle. From now, we will focus a little on the aspect of language grammar. There are two things I'd like to note on here. First is the gradual character shifting from modal verb to normal verb. That is, modal verbs change their modal character gradually into normal. I would consider modal verbs of stage 1, could, might, should, and would as truly modal, or modal proper, in that they never change its form for past tense, present tense, or whatever. It is because stage 1 walks in pure consciousness, which is always in a condition of unity. Now, coming down to the second stage, modal verbs begin to experience form change. That is, modal verbs can, may, shall, and will change their past tense forms, but no more. Coming further down to the third stage, be, have, and do change forms further. That is, they change their forms even for so-called third-person singular present in grammatical term. And then, coming finally down to the fourth and last stage, dare to, need to, be to, and have to are more normal than modal, in that their modal nature has mostly been eliminated, except that their negative sentence forms behave partly modal. That is, in case of dare not and need not. This is really the gradual process of changing from modal verbs into normal verbs. Why? Why should such change occur? A key clue to the answer is in the so-called to infinitive form used in stage 4. We need to see the true nature of to infinitive in order to find a reasonable answer. English language has adopted to infinitive form and present and past participle forms in order to describe an action that actually takes place. There are 3 phases in an action taking place. That is, an action takes place in 3 phases: concepting phase, living phase, and experiencing phase. To infinitive form describes an action taking place in concepting phase, that is, before being born. Likewise, present participle form describes the action taking place in living phase, that is, being born and living. And past participle form describes the experience generated by the living action taken. Remember, experience comes for every action we take. So, we see to infinitive, present, and past participles describe the 3 phases of an action actually taking place. Therefore, by adopting to infinitive form to the last stage of the modal verb system, it makes it clear that the system is now transitioning into normal verb system, meaning it is not just a theory but a law in action. So we work real to make a real success. For those interested in normal verb system, I would like to show a picture summarizing it. Please see the video screen. There you will see two big circles containing three smaller circles in each of them. Those two big circles add or combine together. That is, three basic actions be, have, and do in the big circle on the left side combine or marry the three actions actually taking place. To infinitive, present, and past participle, producing 9 combined forms of action taking place. Adding them with 3 basic actions again will produce 12. 12 manner of actions taking place in the entire world and universe. It may very well be likened to the growing point system of a tree. That is, 3 basic actions are comparable to 3 growing points: lengthwise growing point, volume-wise growing point, and character-wise growing point. 3 actions actually taking place are comparable to the growing points activating and working. This is really a simple analogy, still quite accurate. Anyway, this is the way modal verb and normal verb work together to fulfill their mission. Second thing I'd like you to note on is the modal verbs on the center lines of the tree diagram. That is, should, shall, must, and ought to. They may be called modal verbs of power because they represent the power flowing through us in the entire modal verb story. That is, in the entire operation of the law. While all other modal verbs are preparations for or outcomes of them. Therefore, having these powers freed to flow in each stage becomes the critical part for successful operation of the law of demonstration. In this respect, they may be called ajot, which is a term used in ancient alchemistry.